Welcome to Anne's Snapshots on Happiness and Mindfulness. Today we're going to interview Lydia.
Hello.
Hello. Lydia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Lydia. I was born and raised in Homer, Alaska. I spent a few years in Washington State and then traveled to East Africa where I lived for several years teaching, working as a biologist, which is what my degree was initially in. I've spent time since then back in Alaska working as a baker and bouncing around doing different things. And at the moment, I've just spent the last 6 months or so here in northern Thailand cycling and helping to build houses, traveling and spending time relaxing and applying for jobs.
Lydia is the first person that I've ever met from Alaska, and I'm so inspired already to go to Alaska and discover this amazing countryside. What is happiness for you?
I think happiness has changed for me a lot over the years. I feel like when I was younger, I spent a lot of time, looking for the thing or the place that would make me happy, thinking, like what my vocation in life was, or where the perfect place to live was, or what I wanted to do, or, the people I wanted to spend time with. And somehow I would find myself in a lot of those situations where I thought, okay, maybe this thing will make me happy, living here and doing this job, but I couldn't find myself giving it really my all, or found I couldn't focus. And then, it's this loop where then you start judging yourself for, if only I could do this or bring myself to do this, I'd be happy. And I think in the last year or two, it's more about a balance. Like you're never happy all at one time doing just one thing. So I might be completely happy at some moment, but 10 minutes later I probably won't be, or I might be a little bit happy, or something might happen to make me miserable. And I can't find all those things in the same place, at least for me personally. So I find at this point travel, seeing new places, trying different jobs, and it might last for a while, it might not, spending time with different people. And sometimes it could be that I'm really frustrated by a life that's really busy, so I find myself really craving time to just relax or spend time at home in my home in Alaska, where I feel really comfortable and safe and relaxed. But then after a little while, I find that, I'm getting bored, or like in that same judgment loop where why am I not happy? Why am I not happy?
Yeah.
So then maybe, I'll need to go do something really busy.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm about to start a job right now where I'll be working on a fishing boat for about 4 months. A job where a lot of times you stay up all night and work 20 hours a day and maybe sleep for 4, or some, might get more rest sometimes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. In summary, I think I'm finding happiness is a balance. I feel like I'm going around to different places collecting happiness.
It sounds as if you need some time sometimes where it's really busy and you just do things. I mean, being on a fisher boat and working 20 hours a day, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be able to do that. Even the lack of sleep would drive me personally crazy. So like quiet times, creative times also, and then really busy times, very little sleep. And I mean, she's also cycling a lot, so yeah, a lot of exercise and...
Yeah. Exercise too actually is something I think I've discovered over the years. I've moved away from the academics that I initially thought were what I wanted, because I like a job that involves a lot, a skill that you can learn, but you're physical. Sometimes maybe you might not be happy in a situation and you have to give it a chance. You have to give it some time. You can't just give up, and I think some people try and do that as well and find themselves running away from everything, and that doesn't make them happy ultimately either. But especially today with, these 9 to 5 year-round jobs, or the jobs that they think they should do, they're obligated by their families or their cultures. But at some point, if you find nothing is changing, if there's no opportunity to change and you've already given it time, I think then it's time to seek something new, whether that's big or small. But I think it's important to be unhappy sometimes too, that you can't be happy without being unhappy sometimes.
There's no light without shadow. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And then you learn to self-reflect, maybe recognize those times where you can just notice like, oh, I feel really unhappy, what's going on, and then learn about what might make you happy or unhappy. For me, I also find it really necessary to have a place where I go back to that's mine. But I think having something that is, central, a home, or like a safety or something is important to me. The space, and I feel like where I live in Alaska, maybe I feel a little bit freer. Like there's not a gas station on every corner, and I don't feel like the government is always watching me. So, yeah, and also being able to sort of have control of my environment in a very direct way, and sort of see progress in my life in a direct way. Whether, I've just been making plans to put an addition on the cabin, which, feels like, that feels like spiritual growth as well, even though it's physical. That's my, sort of like the physical expression of my well-being in a way, kind of.
It's also an artistic side of, you have all these artistic sides, and you?
I think, creation of some kind is important to me.
Yeah.
Not saying that I don't want it to be better than it is, like I have dreams for a better house, eventually, but I feel proud of it because, it's mine. It was a hay shed when I bought it, so I didn't build the whole thing, but I've learned how to build things, with it.
A very practical woman, huh?
But I suppose, a lot of pride with it, even though I haven't necessarily done the things that I've learned well, but a carpenter would walk into it and, oh God. But I'm very comfortable there, so, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Lydia, for this interview. It was really interesting.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. So, see you next time. Bye.